Hello, YouTube fans. This is the Scar Clown. I want to say something real quick. Hopefully, this is not a too long of a video, because you know how I am sometimes. Spirituality versus global warming. The reason I'm making this video is because right now I've been seeing this for a long, long time, and I'm sure you guys see this too. There's one side that knows what's going to happen to the planet, and there's another side that thinks that this is going to happen to the planet. Not thinks. You hear the words know and think. Two different things. Alright? I want to tell you guys that right now. Those are two different things. Alright? Knowing and thinking are two different things. Okay? Seriously. So, we all know that the 1% is changing this planet. We all know that, right? So, when a brother or a sister, or when you hear the narrative of what they push him, remember what I say is the opposite. And it's true. Anything that these motherfuckers do is the opposite. And I don't know why some of our brothers and sisters still haven't fucking figured that goddamn thing out. Everything they do is the opposite. You tell them, and then all of a sudden, they fucking forget. Or they still keep doing the same bullshit. So, anything that, like I said, anything that they say, you just gotta see it as another way around. Oh, it's global warming. Oh, no, the planet's going back to where it used to be. She woke up. She woke up. Now things are actually happening. And you can't admit that. You don't want to even tell people that. You don't want to tell people that you fucked up. We're invaders. And the planet has woke up to the point that we are going to die. You're afraid to say that. You're afraid to say that. You're even afraid to admit it to yourself. But yet you're scrambling everywhere to literally fix in your eyes, fix of what needs to be done. But it doesn't matter. What you guys have been doing, now karma is coming to you. Okay? And the people that have been saying all of this other stuff about the global warming shit, guess what? Guess what they're going to find out soon enough? They're going to find that out soon. Literally yesterday, they made it snow just a bit, right? When I got out of the store. And literally tapped into myself, and I literally said no, and literally later on started to like the snow just became water, like it just started to be rain. Either way, when it did snowed, when it fell on the ground, it just turned into it just turned wet, basically. It just melted, so it didn't really matter, you know. And then also yesterday I came outside and the sun was up and everything like that, and then they try to hide that shit, obviously. These people are, this is the expectations for people. Be like, oh, okay, fall's over, now we're gonna go to winter. That's your expectations. For these for these people, for all people, they have an expectation of like, we want this. That, no, oh, this is going to happen. And then when they hear something different, they're going to be like, oh, so the planet's dying? And I'm like, no, it's not dying. The world is, but not the planet. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And if you still don't get it, I'll be pacific with you for those idiots out there, to be quite honest with you. Or the people that refuse to think outside of the box because they're afraid like a little bitch. Yep, I'm saying it. Oh, you can't say that? Oh, well, sometimes you need to say certain things like that so people can actually understand, and understand to the point, what the fuck am I doing wrong if this guy is literally saying these type of words? Okay? Are you listening to that? Or you just still going to cry like a little moron, like these wicked ones? Because right now these wicked ones are all acting crazy right now and being scared. Why are you? Why are you? This goes to the same thing with these orcs, and then all of a sudden you're gonna say it's racist and shit like that. But I'm like, they're going crazy too, you dumb idiot. Why are you not noticing it? See, because you want to pickpocket everything to your own. You don't want to find out the truth. Because you see someone that looks like you, and you be like, oh, they're fine. No, they're not. No, they're not. The hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you? Okay? The people that know. And if you don't know, I'll tell you this. A person made a certain species that looks like white people today, but then they dropped off of him because he just wanted to be worshipped and shit like that and everything like that. And he was a brother, but I don't have to go deep into that. I've talked about this before. Yes, he did that. Shout out to Remney H. He talked about this, and other people have mentioned stuff like this too. And it's also probably mentioned in the Greek stuff too, most likely. You know, so he created these beings, right? They betrayed them. They betrayed him because they were like, why should we worship him and everything like that? They started figuring out what was up basically. But at the same time, they still worship him in a different way. They just made him into what they made him look like. Because when they saw him, what he really looked like a person that's so-called color, they were put off by it since day one. They thought that their person that they thought that their god that they were created from was from a literally white man. And when they found out that it wasn't, they were pissed off. So they had to change it, and they changed it to a person that we know as Jesus. But that image of Jesus is literally a person that used to be that is a pedophile, and it's just an image of a person. And then he shades Jesus. And then when you look at the main name Zeus, it's almost similar to Jesus, the name. Have you noticed that? Just put Zeus and Jesus to the name side by side, and you look at it, you be like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" You know, these are for the people that are thinking the global warming stuff. I'm not talking about to the spiritual people. You guys know. And most people are like, "Okay, what does this have to do with the whole global?" I'm telling you it. I'm telling you the story to the people that are doing this. Okay, so they were created by that person, and then all of a sudden, these reptilians that you always hear, yeah, they took them and they experimented on them. They made clones of them back in the 1800s. Look up the orphan train. I don't have to do a lot of research for you guys. Just look up the orphan train, and I guarantee you won't see one color kid. You won't see one soul color child. I am dead serious. I am dead fucking serious. Okay? And if they did have a so-called color child there, trust me, I'm not saying they didn't try to clone us, but I tell you this, that's not them at the end of the day. You know, look at some of these celebrities. You don't think some of them are not clones or they're not there anymore? Of course, at the end they're immortal, of course, but their clones are not. You get that? Them themselves are immortal, but their clones are not. Okay? Have you ever heard stories? I've heard stories. I don't know if they're 100% true, but I've heard stories that if you want to become famous, you have to sell your soul. I mean, I know that's true, but there's another thing that you have to also do. They will kill you off and they automatically make a clone of your ass. So when these reptilians decided to do this stuff, they started invading places and they invaded here. The reason that these reptilians used these type of people to invade in this planet is because they look like you and me, right? So we got tricked. But some people don't want to feel that way. They don't want to feel, especially people that they think they're right. I'm sorry, you're not, because you're not tapped into thyself, man. You're not tapped into nature, man. And then when people be like, "Oh no, you can't say that to me," I'm like, "Yes, I can." All right, because I know if you're lying or not. And you can't lie to a person that's literally tapped into nature and literally tapped into thyself. Because I would know if you're lying, man. Don't fucking lie to me. I would know that you're lying. I would know that you're lying. And sometimes I might even tell you that you're lying. I just know that you're lying. And that's karma for you. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Most people are like, how's that karma for me? It's mainly because you're still pushing this type of stupid agenda, even though you don't know, even though you, you're gullible of knowing it. Basically, you're basically like listening to these motherfuckers, and you think it's true because you all of a sudden you want to be like, here's the proof and stuff like that. No, they'll show you it, and then they say it's bad, and then you still want to listen to them. It's no different than religion, you idiots. You took they took science and all the religion stuff and mixed it together to literally make it into a religion still. You love your science, you love your chemistry and shit like that. Well, guess what? They grabbed it and they still made it into a religion, bitch. So it doesn't matter if you don't believe in God or anything like that. They still make that into a religion. That's why the spirituality stuff they can't touch. They can't touch it. You know why they can't touch it? Is because they die from it. They die from it. That's how you know they're totally different people that they can't take strong energies. Look at the planet. Look how they act sometimes. Look in history. But everyone wants to be kumbaya with certain people, and I'm just like, what, are you okay? Or you're not learning your history, or you just want to repeat it because we're different now. What? We're different. Look at the government. The government hasn't fucking changed at all. The government still has that mindset of when they still invaded here, along with these fucking other species that what we call reptilians, insectoids, and greys. But again, they showed us these type of people that look like us mainly because guess what? We'd be so gullible to the point that wait a minute, they look like us. I think we'd be cool. Nope, they weren't created. They were created by a brother that eventually left, and then that group of people got fucked up and invaded also by reptilians. And yo, the reptilians had a field day with these people. They did. They did. They did. The original orcs, basically, oh man, they had a field day. Alright? Like Nordics and shit like that, they had a fucking field day in a way. Then they started fucking experimenting on you. Mainly because the reason they started experimenting on you is because they couldn't figure out how to, I don't know, come back immortal. Because they used to be mortal, not anymore. And they figured by us, they figured what they can do to us. Have you watched the movie The Dark Crystal and the TV show? Watch the TV show on Netflix and watch the movie. In that order, in my opinion. You can still watch the original than that, but still watch that in order and timeline wise, in my opinion, because it's just great. Especially the TV show. The TV show shows everything of what these reptilians do. All right, and since these, and since look, the original, the original, what we say, the original man, not the original cosmic being, because we are cosmic beings. At the end of the day, we're cosmic beings, we're cosmic deities, we're cosmic dragons. At the end of the day, okay. I was looking at pictures of the medieval stuff of like medieval dragons, and all you see is these Caucasian people killing dragons. Oh, sure, I sure not even call them Caucasian. Well, actually, yes, but these orcs and these reptilians cloned them and mated with them and everything like that. So you have a hodgepodge of a lot of bullshit with them. That's why some of them do things that you'd be like, what the fuck? And look, I get it. Not orcs are created equal. We said this before, and I'll say it again. We always have people that are dicks, in different types of civilizations. We have all bad people and good people and crazy people and all that stuff, obviously. But the terrible thing is, about that when you have certain species that want to do good, but there's other of them that are doing more bad than good. The whole cosmic law and every other other species that's looking at them is going to be like, are you good? Oh, you need to get the fuck out of here, like, because you do at this point, because you did so much to the planet and to the people that were native to this planet. We're not even native. We're literally born, like manifested from this planet. We did. We manifested. We weren't born or created. We were manifested. We manifested ourselves, and Mama manifested us. You know, we did so much for her, man. You have no idea. We're still doing a lot for her. And the thing is, too, when it comes back to this global warming stuff, I know a lot of people might be like, okay, so why do you think that this radiation stuff, stuff that's happening to the planet is good? It's because we give off the radiation automatically, anyways, guys. If you're a so-called color person, so-called Afro person, so-called black person, so-called Afro-Hispanic person, guess what? You give off radiation automatically. Automatically. Why do you think they don't want you to meditate and do your Tai Chi and start building shit? Because you're putting that energy into stuff, and when you stick that shit into the ground, it goes all the skyrocket up to the sky. Even if they tear that shit down, it already passed through its energy. It already did its shit. What it had to do, basically. Even if they did took it down, basically, that energy will still always be there. And yes, we had towers back then too, and we're still making those towers. But obviously, we have the towers inside of us. Shout out to Serious Tepper, because it's true. Because it's true. Because if that wasn't true, none of the shit that you've been COVID would never happen. There, I said it. COVID would never happen. That the reason the pandemic happened is because it was the result of the people literally changing the frequency of the realm and the planet. Does that make sense? That is scientifically a thing. Okay? And that's why people that love the science stuff don't want to listen to that shit, because they want to say it's pseudoscience. Why you think it's pseudoscience when these motherfuckers don't want to talk about it, or literally are scared, literally in their fucking boots, and they want you to be scared? Why you believe in everything that they're telling you? Why do you believe NASA? Why do you believe NASA? Because they're your best friends? Because you like them? Grow the fuck up. Grow up. I'm dead serious. Grow up. I'm more mature than a lot of people around here, man. If you literally not thinking for yourself with NASA. Oh, but they went to the moon and shit like that. That's what I'm telling. Are you listening? That is what they told you. Did you went to the moon with them? Did you? Oh, but they had footage. That's what I'm seeing. You and I am thinking outside of the box still. They're showing you it, but you're not questioning if this is really authentic or not, to the point that, hey, they could have made this in a stage. And even if they didn't make it in a stage, why would I still fucking believe these motherfuckers? Because why? Why are you gonna believe people that never stepped on your fucking goddamn door, you dumb idiot? Why are you gonna believe people that have more money than you? Okay? They don't give a fuck about you. What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh, if you think like this, I can imagine with the celebrities. Yeah, I look at all the celebrities the same now, dude. Once you wake up, you don't look at these celebrities again the same way. Fuck all of them. Because they could have told you who you are, but decided not to. They decided to literally focus on your trauma and your tragedy for you to give them money to you to watch shit, buy their merchandise, or some other bullshit that they're selling or doing. Come on, man. And then some people know this, but they still continue on with the bullshit. So I'm just like, are you learning, or you just don't give a fuck? I get it. I get it. I get it. You guys don't understand. You understand all of that stuff. You guys don't. They rely on us to buy shit for them. If we don't buy shit, guess what? Other people won't buy shit either. Oh, someone will buy it. Yeah, but it's not going to be enough as us, dude. They've been telling you all our lives that we are nothing, that we are less, even population wise, and we're not. We're not. So stop thinking that way. You you figuring that out should realize that hey, something's fucked up here. There's a lot of still racist, basically bullshit around here that's still happening to so-called color people still. But no, but you see, fucking Afro Hispanics talking about that shit. No, because they want to be like the white man, and you never will be close to that, dude. And ma'am, sorry. You want to do this religion stuff and not do the religion stuff. You just want to. I don't know what you want to do. You want to do whatever you want, thinking that there's no spiritual consequences, but there is, and you're acting like, oh, if it is, then oh, that means I don't have free will. No, you do have free will. It's just that there's a consequence when you do shit, and you need to remind yourself of that and not be an idiot. That's when shit constantly happens to you and you're trying to figure out why. It's because nature and the universe is literally telling you, no, stop it. What the fuck you doing? Stop it. Basically. That's all she's doing. And some people want to complain about it and be butthurt about it. What that's too bad. That's too bad. The planet's changing, whether you like it or not. I don't give a fuck if you think it is still global warming. The planet's changing regardless without her thinking what the fuck you're thinking. Because she's her. She's the planet. If you don't know what the planet's going through, then shut the fuck up. You don't know what she's going through. You're just going to say the bullshit that they're pushing out. Don't. Don't. Because this planet knows what she's doing and she knows what she's capable of. Okay? And we, as herselves, as her kids, should do as such as well. Okay? We are titans. We are monsters. Okay? They call us demons and devils, guys. Okay? You have to embrace that shit. Because that is what they told you who you are. You know why? Because they know exactly who you are. You exactly that dragon force that they do not want to mess with, okay? I'm dead serious. That's why they don't want you to think for yourself. That's why if something major happens, what do? Do you tap into nature or you go to the fucking goddamn internet to see or you see fucking articles? Which one is it? Which one is it? Because if you go straight to them when something bad happens or some stupid shit happens, that's your fault. That is your naiveness. Oh, but let me be naive. Okay, fine. Be naive. But when you are drowning in these wicked ones, when they're literally eating you alive, don't scream, don't call for help, and don't cry. Let it be. Because you wanted to let it be before, right? So let that be. Oh, sounds too harsh. Sounds too fucked up, Scar Clown. But, what are you talking about? You gave up. You gave up. You gave up. So what do you want me to do? You gave up. You gave up. You gave up. People around here give up. And then people tell me I give up fast, right? Nah, man. When people think I give up on certain things, it's because I don't want to put my frequency on that shit because it's just fucking drained for. There's no reason for me to drain my energy on something that I don't want to drain on. Does that make sense? But yet people still want to complain about it, right? Of course people do. Because people want to live other people's lives and not knowing what that person's going through or what they're dealing with. And then they still think that they have, I don't know, a kumbaya life or some shit. I don't know. Alright? I was just looking what I was making there. But so that's it. That's really it, guys. That's really it. You gotta get right with the planet. You gotta stay in tune with thyself, man. Seriously. You know, I don't pay attention to the news in these articles. And if I read one of them, guess what I'm using? My brain. I'm not looking at it like I'm using my intuition, my insight. All right. I'm not using my emotions or using the point of like, hey, this is what I learned from these people, so I'm going to use the knowledge that they gave me to add to this article. No, you're not. You're not doing that. Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. I am dead serious, man. Dead fucking serious. Don't put your brain that they made. Don't put. Alright. Don't use the brain that they gave you to look at these articles and other shit. That's why you still. That's why some people still think there's global warming, and that's why there's still people that are religious. Hell, at this point, global warming is a religion, right? Just like the flying spaghetti monster, which is a real thing. Flying spaghetti monster is a true thing, but flying spaghetti monster is not called that. It's called something else, and it lives in the ocean, and it's like a whole bunch of things together that looks like the flying spaghetti monster. So there you go. That's why I mentioned it. I'm like, oh, flying spaghetti monster is real. Wow, the ocean is amazing. The ocean is amazing, man. The ocean is so vast and so it's just great. The ocean, man. The ocean is a you want to talk about our realm and our planet being such a mystery with all the mythical creatures and everything like that. Imagine the ocean. Good God. Good Lord. Mm, I can just imagine what type of creatures that are in our ocean, man. Seriously. The imagination is endless with that shit, you know? And also with the lands. Sooner or later, guys, I want to tell you this, the people that still harp on that other stuff, I want to tell you this. What happens when you start seeing a Titan that's the same size as Godzilla? They told you that something big like that would literally drop dead and die because it can't live. But then you're gonna see it walking. What does that tell you? When once you start seeing that shit, what does that come into your mind? I'm sorry. That's a very good question because it is kind of concerning that you're not thinking stuff like that because you refuse to because you want to think. You don't want to think outside of yourself. You don't want to think outside of the realms of what these motherfuckers put you in, and that's in a box. That's why I tell people get outside of the box, gets outside of the box, gets outside of the box. But yet you people get scared of doing that shit. What you do? You really think that what if I get outside of the box and get outside of the box, I'm afraid that I didn't observe the two or some shit? Observe it and then leave. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Just leave after because you gotta expand. Because you gotta expand your horizon. Okay, and then eventually you start realizing that box is either getting bigger and bigger, so the place is like either it's not harder to get out of the box. No, it's getting bigger because you're expanding your world view, basically. And then sometimes it might be cracking in the walls and stuff like that because eventually there will be no box at all. Okay? Seriously. I think that's what people are really scared of the most. And that's what's happening to the system. The boxes on this system, like the walls, are cracking down, falling, and they're gonna show themselves. Alright? I had a dream about that once, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. And it's happening soon. You're gonna see that wizard behind, Wizard of Oz. That curtain. Watch. Oh, pay no attention to me. Oh, watch. You literally gonna be you know what you're gonna see? A fragile, weak reptilian motherfucker that is scared and fragile, and you're looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because they can't eat anymore. They're dying, and the planet's killing them. All right. So you see behind the curtain of them, and they're gonna be so fragile, like this and everything like that. Like you see in the Dark Crystal, like a Skeksis. You'd be like, no, pay attention to me, no. You know. And then you're gonna look at them like, these motherfucker. Mm. You know, you don't have to fucking hit them physically. You just look at them and just destroy them right there. You know, freaking disintegrate them or melt them and stuff like that. Put them into dust because that is what they're going to be at the end of the day. Dust. All right. So, and when it comes to spirituality, look, guys, it's very short and simple. Just turn on technology for an hour and do that every day. And I guarantee you, or maybe all day, because that's what I had, and stay away from people long enough to the point that you start seeing clearly shit. You can still hang out with people and stuff like that, but don't spend as much time with people. Basically, take time for a lot for yourself. And when you spend time a lot with yourself, I know some. Hey, if you have a family, that's different, you know. But still, always have the time for yourself and take an hour for yourself, and you can just see what is around you, man. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, if you do it on the first day, you get a lot of shit that I'm telling you right now. All right, because the planet needs her children to wake up, literally wake up. Okay, seriously. So anyone that still doesn't care about this message, well, that's fine, man. That's fine. You do you. Okay, because if it's just gonna go one ear and right out the other, basically, then hey, there's a quote from Bob Marley that does say that knowledge isn't free. You need to listen. You need to pay attention. And I'm like, exactly. I don't know if that quote was even true from him, but I saw like a little picture of that and it had him on it. But it is true though. That is not a bad quote because it's true. Education is not free. You need to pay attention. Because if you're not paying attention, then you're just going to repeat the same bullshit and not learn anything and think that nothing's going to change, but you still want things to change and acting like, okay, things need to change, but things are not changing. And then if you think things are changing to the point that, well, if you think things are changing in their level of what these wicked beings want to do, then I'm looking at you as a person that they're not growing, that they don't care. You don't care about the planet or yourself. Yes, I do. Then act like it, dude. Act like it, ma'am. Act like it, sister and brother. Seriously, act like it. All right, because if you're not, there's some brothers and sisters out here that know that you probably won't be in this planet. You won't. I'm not saying you won't die. You probably be kicked off. It's up to the planet. Because what I really would like is all of us waking the fuck up and literally going after these motherfuckers. All of us. All of us. But is that realistic? We gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with myself, you know? Remember, only the 1% would change shit. And the 1% have. And that's a lot of one percentage, to be quite honest with you. And now that 1% is changing the planet to the point that it's not going to go back to the way it is anymore. All right? There's not going to be no more winter. Okay? No more snow on this planet because everything used to be tropical, and stop being scared that this planet used to be tropical. And stop being scared to the point that, hey, this planet cannot be tropical again. Yes, it is, because the planet wants to be that way. And if you don't think so, then I know that you're lying and you're fooling yourself because you need to get more deep into nature and tap in more into nature and stop fucking watching their bullshit. What do you do when you come home? Just turn off the fucking television, turn off your fucking video games, turn off your fucking phone, and go outside. And learn yourself. Even if you don't go outside, go to your porch if it has wood. Like, take off your feet. Like, freaking get grounded. And do that shit every day. Listen to 432 hertz every freaking day and meditate every freaking day. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And if you do want to do those like 15 minutes and stuff like that, do it in the morning, afternoon, and at night. Do that consistently, and oh my goodness, I guarantee you, you will know a lot of shit that no one didn't tell you. Okay? First of all. So a lot of people need to stop with that shit. Oh, you're just saying this because this person said that, or this person said that. You guys need to really fucking stop that shit. A lot of you people are like that right now, and I'm not seeing it on the internet, but I'm seeing it outside of the internet, and I'm just like, something's fucking wrong with you. Something deeply is fucking wrong with you. Apparently, these motherfuckers told you about the monkey experiment. You know what the monkey experiment is? That they put a potato down and a monkey ate it, and it was nasty, but then they cleaned it in water, and then other monkeys saw it, and they did the same thing. And then the other monkeys from the other side of the land started doing the same thing them without them knowing what the other monkeys were doing, because it was in another island of monkeys. Come on, guys, come on, take the internet for your advantage. What's wrong with you people? Are you really that desperate to just be on Facebook, TikTok, and all this shit on YouTube just to do bullshit? You're wasting your life. You're wasting your time. I don't have to tell you that. I can see that. You are. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your fucking You're wasting your knowledge. You're wasting your brain, man. You're wasting your life. You're whittling away, not using your brain for shit. I'm gonna have to end it like that. Bye.